Today, 50 people will be celebrating Angelina's 70th birthday. And this is where the drinks will be served before everyone moving to the dining room. It's a beautiful setup. It's a very beautiful setup here. And this is the main dining room of Vovichanka restaurant. And it's a beautiful setup actually for such functions, such as celebrating anniversaries and you name it, where you invite a lot of people, so they have the space, and it's really very nicely set up. And today's star is Angelina, and we will be celebrating her 70th anniversary, and we are expecting 50 people, 20 short of the 70 that should have been here.
Hi, my name is Mohammed. I'm new in Genesis Progressive Tourist Travel Agency, London, 12 Porchester Place. I met Paco in first on my day arriving there. I was still student at the moment. Then I joined the agency. Then after a while, I met Angelina, and then we became very close friends. And I was very delighted that she met Paco, and they created the wonderful Maria Carla. And that's the end of it. And I'm very delighted to be here for her 70th birthday.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Can you, who is this Paco guy? Can you pass the microphone to him, please?
This Paco guy is here.
And yes, can you please?
I'm the technical assistant. I'm the guy who's doing all the wiring up the sound system and preparing the videos and this presentation, which some guy, I think he's called Armen, is going to give a little bit later on. So hopefully that will go very, very well, and the batteries won't go flat or anything. Apart from that, I'm Angelina's husband, and which this year will be the 40th anniversary. And we live here in London, and some of the time in Italy, go back and forth. We just come back from Japan. And it's been a year since last year and this year of kind of permanent celebration. I think we'll probably carry on like that, for the rest of our lives. So that's it.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. Hi, could you tell me what your name is and what is your connection to Angelina and what brings you here?
Well, I'm the brother, Peter Noral. I'm Paco's brother. And what brings me here is that he's my brother. And what else can I tell you? I just flew in from South Africa and just got off the plane, and here I am, a little bit woozy, a little bit groggy, but very glad to be here. And that's probably as much as you want to know.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Yeah.
All right.
Right, my name is Tabitha, shortened to Tabby, or Tappy, as Angie likes to call me. And I first met Angelina in 1985 when she was taking a group of tourists to Moscow. And I had to go to Moscow to set up a project that I wanted to do. And she happened to be our group leader. And we became friends. And then after Moscow, I worked in Naples. And of course, Naples is Angie's home city. So I got to know her family and her in-laws, who are also based there. And we've remained friends ever since.
Okay, I'm Simon Gooch. And I've known Angie for about 35, 37 years through traveling to the Soviet Union initially, and then going to Naples, where my great-grandfather came from. So I have a sort of a slightly distant connection to Napoli, and always like going back there and meeting up with other friends and family there, and we've been friends ever since.
My name is Diran McGreblian, and Angelina and I go back a very long time. she seems to remember that I hired her to the BBC Russian service. I don't recall that. I simply recall that she was a colleague of mine, a great colleague, with splendid Russian. I mean, although she was Italian, she did and still does speak very, very fluent Russian. So yeah, we worked on several interesting projects together over the years. We always got on very well, and later on when she married Paco, her husband, I met him too. And although we don't see each other that often in London, you know, whenever we do see each other, we get on very well, and it's always a great pleasure to see each other. That's it. That's about it.
And there's some kind of a connection to Margaret Thatcher?
Okay, well, I mentioned that we worked on several projects, and probably the most memorable one was in 1988. So the BBC Russian service organized the first ever phone-in with the Soviet listeners. And that was a big deal. And we persuaded Margaret Thatcher, then the Prime Minister of Great Britain, to participate. And it was a great event. I mean, it was a thrill for us at the BBC. I happened to be in the studio with Margaret Thatcher. So when questions came in Russian from the listeners, I'd translate the question for Thatcher, and she'd reply in English, of course. And we had one of my other colleagues who would translate it back into Russian. So this broadcast went on for nearly an hour, and Margaret Thatcher was herself very, very pleased to have done that. So Angelina was part of the backroom team that ensured that the phone calls that came in were directed properly to the studio, etc., etc. So that was a, as I said, quite a memorable occasion.
My name is Kimiko. Everyone knows Kimi, and I was with the singing class, and with Angelina. I don't know how many years, and oh, she's an amazing lady. She's an amazing lady. She's running around, organize everything, bring the piano in the center, and calling all people sit down. She's a manager basically, and it was very nice to know her. I'm very happy about it. She's 70, so I'm 83 now, and
my name is Reni.
A little closer, yeah.
My name is Reni, and like Kimiko, I am singing with Angelina, and we usually have a very lovely time. So we go back now, I would imagine, about 1.5, 2 years, and it's lovely to be here and to wish her well on her birthday. And yeah, that's about all I can say. She's a lovely lady, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, my name is Norma, Italian heritage, so but born in England, and I'm one of the singers, Mary Ward singers. We meet every week, and it's a nice little group. And Angelina hasn't been with us that long, about 3 or 4 years, I think. I've been a long time with the singers. She's very vivacious and she gets things done. She organises us. Very good organiser.
Yes.
My name is Irene. My connection with Angelina is that we are part of the same singing group at Mary Ward Centre, and have been for about 6 years since Angelina joined us. Brings me here. I was cordially invited to a birthday lunch, and I gratefully accepted.
Yeah, wonderful. So if you could just pass the microphone, and if you could tell me again what your name is and your connection.
Sure. Hi, my name is Pauline, and like Irene, I'm a member of the singing group. And the years go by really quickly, but my first contact with Angelina must have been about 3 or 4 years now, and that was at Russell Square, and it was wonderful. Angelina is the life and soul of the singing group. She is brilliant, and she's and when we were without a home at some point, we had nowhere to meet. Angelina even offered her home so that we could carry on singing. So she's been wonderful, absolutely an angel. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
My name is Yukiko Crawford. I belong to the same singing class as Angelina at the Mary Ward Centre. She was kindly invited me to this beautiful, not wedding, it's a birthday venue to celebrate her 70th birthday. I'm really pleased to be here.
Constanza, and my connection with Angelina is Bruce. Bruce can tell you later what is his connection with her, but the connection has been for years and years and years. And the main connection is that I like her.
Yeah. Okay. And so the person who's responsible for bringing you here, so if you could say a few words, what about him, and his name, and how did you get to know Angelina?
I'm Bruce, and I met Angelina about 20 years ago, maybe more, maybe less, I can't remember. She was a student. I was teaching at City University in London, and that's how I met her, and we just struck up a friendship, discovered we had a previous acquaintanceship, sort of, through the travel business, and went on from there. And of course, Angelina being Angelina, I just added to her long list of friends.
Okay, my name is Naomi Martin, and I've known Angelina for more than 40 years. And the first time I met her was in Moscow when she was the guide for the student group I was traveling with, and we've been in touch ever since. So really lovely to come here for her birthday. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, my name's Joan Boyd. This is my partner, Frederick Grindrod. And I've known Angelina for probably about 35 years through my ex-husband, Robert Parson. She and he worked together at the BBC Russian service. And we've maintained a friendship over the years. And she's a very special lady. I can see how many friends she has, and wish her a very happy 70th birthday.
Oh, wonderful.
So hello, I'm Frances Turner, and my connection to Angelina is through my ex-partner Mark, who was at school with Frank Paco. So I've known Angelina for, I don't know, how long do you think, 10 years now? Or maybe 15, something like that. We've done lots of walks in the country, and she's a very beautiful person, and I love her very much.
Yeah, well, thank you, yeah.
Okay. My name is Mira. I came to celebrate Angelina's birthday, and we met at Mary Ward Centre, where we singing together. And Angelina is a very special person. She's a bundle of joy. Whenever she is, she's like as a ray of sunshine and joy.
So,
I am Pat Searle. I live in Derbyshire, and I come to the singing class every week, and that is where I met Angelina, a delightful girl who brings so much joy to us all.
yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, my name is Anya, and I'm here because Angelina is one of my oldest friends in the UK. She was my boss at some point, and we've kept relationship going with a group of other colleagues, and we keep seeing each other a few times a year, and it's lovely. I love Angelina.
Okay. Can you pass?
Hello, my name is Masha. I've been working with Angelina for quite a long time in the Russian service of the BBC. I know how wonderful she is, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to celebrate her.
Great.
Okay?
Hello, my name is Oleg, and I worked with Angelina for years in the National Service, and I'm very happy to see her here. She's the most energetic person I've known, literally. And this is one small but gigantic globe of energy, and I really, really wish, and I'm sure that she will remain as energetic as ever, and I will be forever envious because of that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
My name is Jessie. I'm coming to celebrate Angelina's big birthday with her. We used to work together in very happy times in the Russian service. And I think I better be quiet because it's all starting.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, my name is Clara Braggio, and I met Angelina at a dance class, Latin line dance class, many years ago, and we have been dancing ever since. We are both just learning to dance, and yes, and she invited me to her birthday party.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my story.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, my wife, Liz Barnes, or Lisa in Russian, was a member of the Russian service for 30 years before she retired about 10 years ago. Unfortunately, she is now in the care home. And I'm her husband for my sins. And,
your name was again?
Jan, Jan, yes,
Okay.
Jan, like the Polish name Jan.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm not Polish, I'm Dutch.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we met a long time ago. And I've been to many a Russian party in the early days of the Russian. Yeah. So I'm not a particularly interesting person from a Russian perspective.
Yeah.
But I've been to the Soviet Union under Brezhnev for many trips with my wife.
Yeah.
Doing audience research.
Yeah.
When the Russian service was banned in the Soviet Union.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.